Hey guys.
Hey.
Kenzie and Taya here. First episode of the podcast.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop. Taya, how you doing today?
Oh, good. You? Just aced our exam today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Sport marketing.
Good
we
day
did
so
it.
far.
Yeah, for real. All right, well, let's introduce ourselves as the host of this podcast. My name is Kenzie. I am a junior at IUPUI in Indianapolis, which is soon going to be IUI because splitting up. Studying sport management and journalism. Hopes to work in women's basketball and be a broadcaster, reporter, anything in the media area. Anything in the media area of sports. And right now I work for the Pacers in the Fever and getting all that basketball fill-in. How about you, Taya?
I'm a senior right now, also studying sport management. Still deciding what I'm doing, but I'd love to try out operations or working with players, but
In what sport?
baseball mainly, but right now I'm working with the Mad Ants, which is the G League team for the Pacers. I'm a team attendant. I really like it. It's really fun to see that side of basketball, and hope to learn that in baseball soon one day.
Yes. What's your favorite part about working in the Mad Ants, Taya?
I like being close up with the players and really like learning that, like the G League as well. I learned things I didn't know. I also I didn't know there was 6 fouls.
Oh,
That was new. And then the different ways they do overtime, that was really interesting because I wasn't aware. But I don't know, it was all new to me, so I wasn't aware of it, and I'm glad I learned it.
Because you played basketball.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
So did you.
It's a little, yes.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Because you have to, you can pay attention to the game, but you're also paying attention to your job, obviously.
Right.
It's pretty simple to handle.
Yeah, I feel like the G League's a little different because, I'm a team attendant for the Fever.
Yeah.
So.
Yours was more intense because it's professional.
And then the Pacers is even more intense.
Yeah, which we don't work for them.
I don't do a team attendant for them, no.
No.
But the Fever is cool. And we just picked up some new players.
What was that like? Working with the Fever?
Literally so cool. I'm a huge college basketball fan, so especially in the women's side. So when they all go pro, I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember the one day I was sitting in the hallway and Brianna Stewart walked out and I was like, oh my gosh,
fangirl
10-year-old kids is quaking right now. And you have to act professional, you're not
That's the one part, is because you're around, some of the players were in the NBA or higher up, and now they're just back down for a little while, but it's you really have to be professional. Can't fangirl, you can't ask for autographs or pictures.
I know, I'm oh my gosh. I'm working in sports is one of those jobs where you could say all these things you did, but no one's going to believe you because you have no picture proof of anything that happens. I'm oh yeah, I talked to Brianna Stewart, worked with this person, and they're like, oh, and I'm but I have no proof of that.
No.
I could be totally lying.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I could be. And it's well, go team. Look at this cool life I live. So, sticking on the sports route, we were hoopers. For a bit of time.
You just a little bit less, but you played since what grade?
3rd grade. I basically was if I could walk and dribble ball, I was doing it. My cousin, when she played in high school, I would just follow the court lines and dribble ball after the game because that was when they still let people play on the court after games.
They did that?
Yeah, now I know. Now it's not a thing. You're not allowed to go on the floor after the games.
Oh.
But before, they would literally leave the basketball rack out. And you
high
could
school games?
Yeah, and you could just play.
Oh.
So I'd run out there and I'd take the ball and I'd just dribble the lines.
My siblings didn't play basketball, so I didn't grow up watching basketball. I watched my cousins play.
Well, that was me too.
But I started in 3rd grade, and
did you guys? We did West Noble League. Did you guys do that?
No, because I went to a really small school, and so we just did Wednesday night leagues to start on short baskets because we were little 3rd graders.
Yeah, you always shorted the hoop, or the free throw line was halfway into the paint.
I don't even think we did free throws. I don't think so. Not to
funny.
Start out with.
So you go to we both went to small schools.
We went to
So
small
let's get
schools
into
in
that.
really small towns.
Farm, country town.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nobody would know their names.
How many people did you graduate with?
Graduated with like about 115
Yeah.
students. I knew everybody at
Yep.
the school.
And their parents, and where they lived.
Oh,
and what...
everybody lived in like a 5-mile range.
No, literally.
And you could, like, we could walk to each other's
You
houses.
bike.
We biked a lot.
Yeah. No, literally, same. Because we graduated was 85 about. So,
That's not very many.
No. And I'm like, you knew everyone. So, like, we got, and honestly, it would have been less, but our school gets a lot of the kids that don't make the teams at the big schools, so they come play for us.
That's how yours worked?
Yeah.
We just had, like, we had bigger schools of, like Leo and Snyder wasn't in our conference or anything, but those were in, like, the 20-minute radius, but
Ours was all like Carroll. If you didn't make the
the
Carroll
big
team.
schools.
Yeah.
That makes more sense
Because Carroll was still close.
our schools, like Leo and Heritage and whatnot, where they were all smaller, like us in the
Yeah, in your
area.
conference.
So it wasn't like it was competitive. But only until recently you could, like, even if you lived in the area, like, you could go to a different school.
Well, yeah, that was like the thing because Carroll and Busco are on the line, like the Allen County line.
Yeah.
So you could do either or, which is like how my cousin goes to Busco now from
And
Carroll.
Yeah. And
But then there's also that Busco Central Noble switch that's been happening a lot too. Like a lot of kids are transferring to Central Noble, like a lot of the boys.
Oh.
But that's like coaching stuff. But
we played, we didn't really play each other.
no,
We did,
a
what
little
was it,
bit.
freshman year?
Freshman year,
Freshman year, because when did you quit playing?
after sophomore year.
Sophomore year, yeah.
And I didn't play at all. When we played
And I think
it,
we guarded each other, too.
yeah, and I did not like you because you were good at defense and I was not. Taya's a defending queen.
That's
So,
all I do.
Look at us
basically.
now. Yeah.
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Playing intramurals
We
together.
do play intramurals together. Our team's 2-0, so
We're winning.
We are
2-0.
we are winning.
We are defending. We're not scoring all the
But we're playing and we're having fun.
Yeah.
But let's take it back to the basketball beginnings for me and you. So Taya and I have known each other since what? 2009?
2009-ish.
Before that, my
Mm.
mom and Sean got married in 2009, so 2008, 2009.
Okay, so yeah. It was like 2008, probably.
Yeah, so we were what, 6,
We always
7?
hung out at your house.
We did.
And here's the OG story.
Oh no. Well, before we get into that, so it was before because at the old house is where we broke your dad's windshield playing softball in the cul-de-sac.
That did happen. That wasn't me. That was my sister.
Yeah, that was not me either. That was our
Our
older
sisters
sisters.
were awful. I
So,
barely remember that. And
It's a
then
faint memory.
we helped your stepdad move out of the house that was like right near where I live.
Yeah.
That was before you moved into your other house where
where this all
where
happened.
this all
So getting into this. So I got a basketball hoop for my birthday. And we had just moved in. I mean, it was fairly new. We were in this new
It
house.
wasn't long.
It was like, we moved in there like around my 6th grade year. So it was
I'm
like
not
5th,
sure.
6th grade. And Taya and I decided that we were going to go play basketball.
And we chose our favorite players at the time,
Which-
and
That was the era of like LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
so Kenzie ended up being. We decided we were gonna be their sisters, and Kenzie ended up being Kevina, because Kevin Durant. I was LeBrona, and to this day, we have each other contacts as Kevina and LeBron.
Because we were really original with our names. Really
Real
original.
original.
And I remember we tried to do all these trick shots and like throw it up. And we would like lower the hoop so we could like dunk.
Yeah.
Like we were the stars.
We were. We
Which,
were
like,
sisters.
I don't even think I knew about the WNBA at that time. I think we kind of just,
We didn't know.
there was no league. We just played.
The league. We just knew the players.
And we were on the same team.
Yeah,
we never played against each
Of
other.
course we were.
So we that started it all. And then we didn't see each other for like 4 years.
No, we didn't. So that's the thing. We seem really close now. But after, like, because you were like 45 minutes away from us. And then we got really busy with, like,
then we started
sports.
Being athletes.
Real athletes.
Real
not Kavina and LeBron.
No, like, real athletes. Because, I mean, you were playing what? 3 sports?
Yeah. Softball, volleyball, basketball. And then you played track and...
I played track.
I
ran track and did basketball, but then I also joined show choir in 7th grade.
So you were basically also 3-sport athlete.
I was basically Troy Bolin.
Busy. Gabriella.
No, I was Troy. Because
Yeah,
I'd
you were
literally,
Troy.
after school, I'd go to basketball practice from like 3:30 to 5:30. Go get food. My grandparents would drop me off dinner at 5:30.
You should be in High School Musical 5 or 4. 4. 4.
But yeah, my grandparents would drop me off dinner, and it was always breadsticks and chocolate milk.
What an odd combo.
Because chocolate milk was like the best after a workout.
Oh yeah, I would drink that too, but
And
I
then
wouldn't have breadsticks.
We had this
and
local pizza shop
milk.
whose breadsticks were just so fire, and I was like, breadsticks. So I'd eat, and then I'd go to show choir practice from 6 to 9. So I literally was Troy Bolin.
You were real life Troy Bolin over here, guys.
Real life Troy Bolin. And I remember I missed a musical audition for a track meet one time.
You did?
I did, and he still let me try out because I was like, listen.
You're busy, so.
Yeah, I think I was in 7th grade. I was like, so it really was Troy Bolin. I was running.
She's a runner. She's a dress.
I remember I made it for like, I ran my events and then I booked it to the audition, and I only got to do like the group reading part, not my like individual like singing tryout. And then I had to do it the next
you had to
day.
do it after, like the next day?
Yeah, I had to come back. But I remember like running my event. I did my long jump and I booked it. Like because usually I ran 4x4s, and that's like the last event of the meet. And I made them take me out of it that meet.
Because
so I could go to the
show
tryout. And the musical was Annie. So yeah, but then I went back, and then I quit track.
When did you quit track?
After 8th grade. So when I got to high school, I didn't run track.
So you just did basketball
And show choir. Through sophomore year.
Sophomore year, and then you did show choir all of high school?
All of high school.
Did you do it in 8th grade?
7th, 8th. So I did 6 years of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played all 3 my whole life, all the way through senior year. And then the strict cutoff after COVID, nothing until intramurals now.
You
so
did nothing.
It was a big change.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you...
Yeah. Yeah. Senior
COVID.
Senior softball season was canceled.
COVID graduates
Could have
right
had
here.
a completely different life of playing college sports right now.
Yeah. It's not weird to think that, like, we probably could have.
Yeah.
I probably would have played college basketball if I didn't
I would have
quit.
considered softball. I don't know where I would.
Not here. I'd be like D3.
D1, come on.
Maybe. It depends. It depends. It depends. But I feel like being at small school, like, you have to be, like...
Play travel sports. I never played travel sports.
I played travel basketball, which...
I didn't do anything.
2 of my teammates are now playing D1.
Are they really?
One's here, playing, and then the other one's at UConn. So, a big jump.
Big jump.
Yeah, big jump. She signed, and I said,
Could have been you.
Ain't no way. But, yeah, one is playing here. So, go Fort Wayne area.
Woo.
Actually, Fort Wayne's got a lot of athletes out there. A lot of Purdue guys.
Yeah, Purdue, Homestead, like...
Homestead sends a lot.
Homestead has a lot. I don't know. Snyder, there's been a few.
I don't really pay attention to many other.
Snyder's had a few IU football players.
There is a girl from my high school going to IU for volleyball next year. That'll be pretty cool. Ooh. I think that's the biggest anyone's ever gone.
Yeah.
Let's go. But yeah, that's how that's going. So we're gonna end it on this question, Taya. And I know you thought long and hard about this question.
What question is this?
Since this podcast is highlighting women in sports, Who's your favorite woman athlete and why?
Ooh, I have thought about this. Okay. So I really haven't focused on like women's sports until recently, but someone that I've paid attention to for a while is Simone Biles.
The queen.
Love her.
Yeah.
But not really sports related. Like, she's amazing. She's really good at what she does. But she took a break from the Olympics for her mental health, which is a really big thing. And that's
she probably would have won.
She probably would have. But she's coming back.
And Gabby Douglas.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Gabby
awesome.
Douglas, big
Dude,
year.
It's going to be awesome.
But I thought it was really cool that she did that in front of the whole world.
Yeah. Even with all the hate and stuff she got at first about it. I'm like, y'all don't get it. But yeah, she's a legend.
She's amazing.
They literally named a move after her. Like, she did the move for the first time ever. Because they thought,
I don't know what it's called, but
the Simone Biles.
Simone Biles move.
Something like that. Mine? I mean, I've been following women's sports for, like, literally ever.
You've always been big in women's sports.
Yeah.
And you've always watched it more.
Yeah, obviously.
But if you had to pick one, which is hard.
Yeah, that is hard. But, I mean, obviously, big UConn women's basketball fan. Huge.
Yeah, she is. You
since
should see her yelling at the TV.
Shout out to Juno for his 1,200 wins. I mean, I've been following them since, like, 2009, 2008, so forever. But
forever. Yeah, I guess.
Probably Brianna Stewart, because winning 4 national championships in your 4 years at college, one is absolutely insane. There's nobody like her. She's still killing it in the pros, my MVP. But also, like, she advocates a lot and goes out and does a lot for the community, which is, like, really cool. Like, I've seen her post about, like, giving out turkeys at Thanksgiving in New York, and, like, she's just always been super, like, advocating for women. Mm-hmm. And she's a mom. So doing, like, being a mom and a pro athlete, like, I give creds to all of them that do that, because, whew. Superhumans, right.
And she goes out into student sections.
Oh, my gosh.
And cheers.
Yeah, her getting recognized at the UConn game and being in the student section was so amazing. Yeah. So, yeah, Brianna Stewart, the GOAT in college basketball. Yeah. Facts. Well, we did it. First episode. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks. Bye.